Soumeet is back to tell you about our regular feature on India Market Open, and that is the latest updates from the dealing rooms. And this is, of course, heard on the street. It's something that has had a tremendous strike rate. And so, what's on the list today, Soumeet?
Well, firstly, it's Glenmark Pharma. Dealers are indicating that large HNIs have been accumulating this counter on anticipation of some positive corporate development announcement that could come in soon. Secondly, it's Axis Bank, where where dealers are indicating that there are sell flows on the FI desk. If you look at the trade for Axis Bank yesterday, it was the top loser in the Nifty Bank Index. In fact, it was the only stock that had declined more than 1.5%. In fact, it was down around 2.5% at one point of time. For Bajaj Finance, also dealers are indicating sell flows. They are saying that the Q1 FY26 update could be a bit on the weaker side, so keep an eye out for Bajaj Finance as well. For Coforge, dealers are indicating that a clutch of family offices and PMS have been accumulating this counter. They're expecting a better than industry growth rate and better than growth rate compared to what analysts are estimating when it comes to Coforge. So keep an eye out for Coforge as well. For MCX, the stock has been buzzing or gaining on the back of a rumor that they might announce a new product launch, a new weekly product launch, and that's the reason why the stock was up in trade yesterday. For Aegis Vopak, dealers are indicating that the sell flows that were supposed to come in is largely over from anchors that were allotted shares in the IPO. The anchor allotment did come out of the lock-in period on June 30th, and most likely the selling is over is what the dealers are indicating. And couple of news flows that we indicated earlier has come out to be true. For SBI Card on June 30th, we did indicate that there were sell flows, and in fact Goldman Sachs has downgraded the counter to neutral from a buy. And for RBL Bank on June 19th, we did indicate that there's a possibility of a fundraise that could come in RBL Bank. A strategic investment could come in from a Middle East investor. And today media reports are also reporting that Emirates might be interested in buying a stake in RBL Bank.
You know, the interesting thing about RBL, Soumeet, that even yesterday it was in the ban. Right. It was up 4.5%. Now there is a...
In fact, after that CT note that came in, the stock moved up and it entered the ban period. And hence it has been in ban.
And still was up 4.5%. Now today that one of the dailies has reported, it will be interesting to see what happens here. But the interesting, just quick two follow-ups. One is on the thing that you just mentioned. Aegis Vopak. Right. That and Belrise came in at the same time. Aegis Vopak has been plagued by these flows related issue. Otherwise, the numbers and the valuations seem reasonable, if I'm not wrong.
That's what the dealers are indicating. That valuations and numbers are reasonable. In fact, the growth outlook is also quite strong. So this is just a technical downtick that we are seeing because of the sell flows that could come in, given the fact that anchor allotment has come out of the lock-in.
Just one quick follow-up. No dealers spoke about this LPG compensation and what it would mean for OMCs?
Well, the LPG compensation coming in has been in the news for quite a while, and they have not yet received anything. So I don't think stocks should react on that. But yes, if at all the money comes in, obviously it will be positive given the fact that they had to book this as a loss. So that could come in as a positive.
In fact, we should get that comment up from the minister as soon as we can, because that could be an important factor today. All right. Thank you for that, Soumeet, and look forward to hearing more, of course, on Heard on the Street.